Mark 1. Mark 1 was the very first suit we ever saw Rhodey wear, and it marked the beginning of his long line of iconic armored upgrades. Interestingly, this armor didn't start out as a War Machine suit at all. It was originally Tony Stark's Iron Man Mark II armor. During a party at Tony's mansion, Rhodey put on the suit and flew it to Edwards Air Force Base, where it was officially turned over to the US military. That's when weapons manufacturer Justin Hammer stepped in and fully armed the armor for combat. These upgrades transformed the suit into a true battlefield machine, officially making it the first War Machine armor. The suit was heavily armed, with its most recognizable feature being the rotary minigun mounted on its back. It also carried submachine guns on both forearms, along with a variety of experimental weapons, including the infamous X-Wife missile, which famously failed during Rhodey's fight against Ivan Vanko.
Hammer tech? Yeah.
After the events of Iron Man 2, Tony eventually reclaimed the armor from Rhodey. He removed all of Justin Hammer's weapon systems and stripped out the unauthorized tech, placing the suit back into his Hall of Armor collection at his Malibu mansion. Mark II. Mark II was the first War Machine armor that was fully designed and built by Tony Stark from the ground up. While it was a brand new suit, it still took inspiration from the previous armor, most notably with the return of a twin-barrel machine gun mounted on its back. This version also introduced several new upgrades, including integrated forearm miniguns and even a miniaturized sonic cannon, giving the suit both heavy firepower and crowd control capabilities. Following the Battle of New York and the Chitauri invasion, the US government decided to rebrand the War Machine armor into a new public symbol known as the Iron Patriot. Officials felt that the name War Machine sounded too aggressive and militaristic, and they wanted the armor to represent a more patriotic, heroic image inspired by Captain America. The suit was repainted in a red, white, and blue color scheme and became a symbol of American strength and protection.
I am Iron Patriot.
Listen, War Machine was a little too aggressive, alright? This sends a better message.
However, this image didn't last long. During the events of Iron Man 3, the Iron Patriot armor was hijacked by Aldrich Killian and used to kidnap the president, permanently damaging the suit's public reputation. Because of this incident, the Iron Patriot branding was abandoned and the armor reverted back to its original identity as War Machine. Around this time, Rhodey also transitioned from working strictly as a government operative to becoming an active member of the Avengers Initiative. The suit saw its final major deployment during the Battle of Sokovia in Age of Ultron. Not long after, the Mark II armor was officially decommissioned, as Tony Stark began development on the more advanced War Machine Mark III. Mark III was an upgrade over the Mark II in almost every way. The armor featured a bulkier and more aggressive design, but despite its heavier frame, it offered improved firepower, maneuverability, and advanced flight technology. This made the Mark III one of the most combat-ready War Machine suits ever built at the time. One of its most notable additions was the Warhammer, a deployable melee baton that Rhodey could extend directly from the suit's back for close-quarters combat. The back-mounted machine gun was also upgraded, effectively doubling its destructive output. In addition, the suit carried sonic cannons embedded into the forearms, giving Rhodey powerful, non-lethal crowd control options alongside its heavy weaponry. However, this armor is most famously remembered for a tragic moment during the events of Civil War. In the chaos of the airport battle, Vision accidentally disabled the suit mid-air, causing Rhodey to lose power and plummet from the sky. The impact left him paralyzed from the waist down. Following this devastating incident, the Mark III was never repaired or redeployed. Instead, Tony Stark shifted his focus toward developing a new armor designed specifically to support Rhodey's injuries, leading directly to the creation of the War Machine Mark IV. The Mark IV was drastically different from the Mark III in several important ways. This suit featured a fully integrated walking assistance